Hello, everyone, and our virtual audiences everywhere out there. Welcome to our Durango Youth Theater Company performance of "Twas the Night Before Christmas," a radio play by Donald A. Reasoner Jr. This comes from our friends at dramanotebook.com. This is a great resource online for scripts everywhere for kids and performers. Check it out; it's fantastic. Yeah, it's keeping us going through this pandemic and getting these kids still creating and performing for everyone to see and share. It's very important no matter what's going on in the world. So thank you so much for watching. Go to durangoarts.org, find that donate button, keep these programs running. And guys, why don't you take a moment and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, I'm Zeta and I'm in 8th grade.
Hello, I am Sadie H and I'm in 7th grade.
Hi, I'm Giada and I'm in 7th grade.
Hi, I'm Asher and I'm in 8th grade.
Sadie and I'm in 7th grade.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, and everyone enjoy our reading of the new take on "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
We interrupt our regular programming for this breaking news story. We take you now to New York City, where our field reporter, Justin Case, is speaking with a local resident. Justin?
Yes, I'm standing here with Professor Clement Seymour and his family at their home in Western Manhattan. It appears that just a few nights ago, the Moore family had a unique encounter that took place right in their own house here on Houston Street. Professor, can you tell us what you witnessed?
Of course. Well, 'twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Not even a mouse.
That's right, son, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care,
In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be here.
These are two of my children, Benjamin and Margaret.
It's very nice to meet you. Did all of your children witness this, Professor?
Not all of them. Most of them slept through it. These two are my light sleepers. They were up at the first sound. The rest stayed in their rooms. Isn't that right, dear? This is my wife.
It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Moore. So, your other children were asleep?
Yes, the children were nestled, all snug in their beds,
While visions of sugar plums danced in our heads.
Sugar plums?
Yes, I've spent the past week baking, and the children have been eagerly waiting for Christmas Day, when it's our tradition to put out the plates of cookies, cakes, and other treats. In fact, I caught one of them trying to sneak a sugar plum when they thought no one was looking.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
What happened then?
Then, out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew with a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash.
That's when Benny and I woke up.
Were you frightened?
No, just curious.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to the objects below.
So, even though it was nighttime, the moon reflected off the snow in such a way that you see the objects clearly?
That's right, it was beautiful.
Fascinating. Go on.
Then, what to my wondering eyes did appear?
A miniature sleigh.
And 8 tiny reindeer.
Tiny reindeer?
Yes, these reindeer weren't like those large 350-pound caribou they have up north. These were very small, like the size of a fawn.
That is small. And they were pulling a sleigh?
Yep, with an old little driver so lively and quick.
We knew in a moment.
He must be St. Nick.
More rapid than eagles, his reindeer they came.
And he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen.
On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall.
Now dash away, dash away.
Dash away all.
So, what happened next?
Well, up to the housetop the reindeer they flew. This sleigh full of toys.
And St. Nicholas, too.
Then in a twinkling we heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof.
As I drew in my head, I was turning around. Down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
Astonishing. What did he look like?
Well, he was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
And a bundle of toys flung on his back.
And he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow.
And the beard on his chin was as white as the snow.
The stump of a pipe he held in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a
wreath.
Yes, like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly.
That shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly.
He was chubby.
And plump.
A right jolly old elf.
And we laughed when we
laughed.
saw him, in spite of ourselves.
A wink of his eye, and a twist of his head.
Soon gave us to know.
We had nothing to dread.
Well, that's a relief.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. He filled all his stockings,
Then turned with a jerk.
and laying his finger aside his nose,
And giving a nod,
up the chimney he rose.
Wait, he entered the room through the chimney, and when he left, he went back up the chimney? He exited the house by going up the chimney?
I know it sounds crazy, but he used the chimney for both his entrance and his exit.
Okay, is that all?
No, not at all. Then he sprang to his sleigh and gave his team a whistle, and away they flew like the dawn of a thistle.
But we heard him exclaim as he drove into the night. Happy Christmas to all.
And to all a good night.
Fascinating. Well, there you have it. A remarkable story of a remarkable visit from a remarkable character. It's important to report that all these authorities have yet to confirm this sighting, but Professor Clement C. Moore and his family are unmoved. They are convinced that they received a visit from none other than St. Nicholas himself on Christmas Eve. I suppose the rest of us will never know for sure. This will be Justin Wood reporting from the house of Clement C. Moore and the island of Manhattan in New York. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Justin Case. That was an interesting report. And now we return to our regularly scheduled programming.
Thank you, everyone, so much for watching, and have a happy holidays, and stay safe, stay healthy. Merry Christmas, Merry everything else, and see you next year.
Bye.